You already know what time it is, baby. It's NFL time. Welcome to the first Aussie Predicts video with my voice in it. I'm your host, Michael Vanshu, aka Blaine the Aussie. Let's get right into the predictions, shall we? On opening night tonight, we've got the Houston Texans heading on into Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The last time these two teams played was in the divisional round last season when the Texans blew a 24-0 lead in the second quarter. I think the Texans will be coming in on full revenge mode with the key loss of Hopkins. There's no way they'll be able to keep up with the Chiefs' flaming hot offense. Chiefs win 38-28. Next up, we start NFL Sunday on the 13th with the heavy noon slate of games. We're going to open up with the Jets taking on the Bills. The Jets lost their most pivotal defensive players in the offseason, and the NFL draft didn't do too much good for the team, for them either. And with your boy, the fifth-round gem himself, Stephon Diggs, now in a Bills uniform, Josh Allen is going to enjoy having him as a deep threat. I bet Allen will throw at least one 50-yard touchdown pass in this game. Might be to Stephon Diggs, might be to Cole Beasley. Who knows? As I have the Bills winning 27-20. Now, once again, Week 1 matchups tend to be filled with division rivalry games, as the next game will be the Packers going up against the Minnesota Vikings. I can already smell a recipe for disaster on the Vikings defensive line, letting go of Everson Griffin and having Michael Pierce sit out. So one of the best running back duels in the league with Aaron Jones and Jamal Adams. Expect them to pop off this game. And to all my fantasy league players out there, I'd highly recommend starting Aaron Jones. This game is going to be close, but I've got the Packers on top 26-23. Now for the game we've all been waiting to see. You've got the football team, yes, that's right, the Washington football team, playing at home versus the Eagles. I say that with exaggeration, of course, because the expectations for the football team are painstakingly low, and for a good reason. Perhaps Terry McLaurin and Dwayne Haskins can connect well, but if they want to have a chance of victory, they're going to have to just work something out. I'd say as a Cowboys fan, but the Eagles have a great chance of taking the division again. I see just as much talent on that field as I did the 2017 Eagles team. The Eagles comfortably win 31-10. The Browns and Ravens are two teams heading into the right direction, and this is going to be, in my opinion, the best game of the noon slate. Both teams are loaded on defense and have exciting young quarterbacks alongside the talent all across the board, from the receiving cores to the D-line and to the kickers. Believe it or not, I'm going to go with my first upset of the season as the Dog Pound steals this game from the Ravens in M&T Bank Stadium by a final score of 24-22. The next division rivalry will be in Everbank Field as the Jaguars contend with the Colts and their new leader, Phillip Rivers. Surprisingly enough, the Jaguars have beat the Colts in every home game since 2014, although with a team that's clearly in the rebuilding process. I don't know how they'll fare against a stacked Colts team. Both teams definitely have a chance of winning this one, but buckle your chin straps, boys, because I've got another upset coming in hot. The Jaguars are going to keep their undefeated home streak versus the Colts alive. It won't be pretty, but with a little Minshew magic, they come out on top, 17-14. Moving on, the Raiders, who signed a bunch of former Cowboys, will go against Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. I'm not sure how Teddy Bridgewater will do since he'll have the starting job for the first time in many years. He's got the best running back in the game to hand it off to, luckily, and his receiving core is pretty cold. But you know what? I like what John Gruden and the Raiders are doing. Josh Jacobs and their underrated offensive line will storm past the Panthers' inexperienced defensive line in a 24-20 victory. Back to more division rivalries. The Bears will travel to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Bears are loaded with talent everywhere, except for their cornerback and quarters. look out for Matthew Stafford as he will enjoy throwing touchdown pass after touchdown pass with ease. The Bears have a good offense, but it won't be enough to keep up. Lions win 34-27. Dan Quinn, coach of the Falcons, will face his former team as the Seahawks come to town. Seattle is spectacular in away games, but Matty Ice has the best receiving core in the league. To match that up with the superb Seahawks secondary of old, the Falcons will be forced to rush with Toggery, which is also a good option. But the Seahawks dominate from the get-go and a 45-24 shootout. And finally, with the last noon game, Cam Newton and the Patriots take on a new and improved Dolphins team. Tua won't be the starter week 1, so the Finns will be looking to pull off some Fitzmagic in their opening game in Foxborough. But that nasty defense of the Patriots, as well as the heavily improved Dolphins defense, get ready for a low-scoring game. I've got the Patriots winning in a 13-9 slugfest. Moving on to the afternoon games, Joe Burrow in his debut with the Bengals will be against a depleted Chargers team with Rivers gone and safety Derwin James out for the year. Now, although the Chargers have a great overall team, their quarterback Tyrod Taylor, I don't think he simply won't get the job done. Heck, they might even put in Justin Herbert by the end of this one. It ain't going to be pretty, but I've got the Bengals winning at home in a 19-6 upset. Then the Cardinals will be heading into San Francisco with perhaps the best receiving core in the entire league. I already know I just said that the Falcons were, but Cardinals are definitely up there too. Kyler Murray will have DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, and Max Williams to throw to. And that defense is way better than people give them credit for. But you already know the 49ers are coming in after losing the Super Bowl and anticipate getting back to their winning ways right out of the gate. This is going to be an exhilarating game to watch, but I've got the 49ers with the 35-31 victory. Next up is America's Game of the Week. Brady and Gronk are back and united together in Tampa Bay to take on the Saints. Both teams are stacked as ever, but with little experience on the Bucs line and Cameron Jordan on the opposing side, expect multiple sacks. Saints take this one home 42-34. Then we've got the last game of an exciting opening Sunday as the Cowboys enter a brand new Los Angeles stadium to battle with the Rams. Both teams are used to the spotlight, so that shouldn't be a problem for either team. I like both of these teams, but the Cowboys are my favorite, of course, living in Texas. I've got the Rams defense on my fantasy team, so I wish them the best, but the Cowboys have the superior offense. The Cowboys are going to come into Cali and wreck things from the start. I've got the boys with a 27-24 victory. Greg Zuerlein kicks the game winner. Then, as always, we'll get to see 2 Week 1 Monday night games. As first off, we have Ben Roethlisberger returning to full health with the Steelers against a young New York Giants squadron. With James Conner pounding the rock and Juju making insane catches, there's no way Daniel Jones will keep pace. Steelers dominate the Giants defense in a 44-20 shellacking. And to cap things off, the Titans will compete against Drew Lock and the Broncos. The Broncos are going to turn people's heads this season with their amazing young talent on offense and a defense that never fails to impress. And the Titans, of course, nearly made it to the Super Bowl last season. They haven't taken any steps backward in the offseason. Although it is hard playing with the wind at Mile High Stadium, expect a few off-target throws, but a strong run game on both sides. Broncos pull off the 30-23 upset. Now that we've gone over every game, I'd like to say thank you for sticking with me to the end. I'll be back next Thursday with my Week 2 predictions, a surprise video in the next couple of days, and the next episode of your bi-weekly sports segment with a dog very soon. Go check out my Patreon, and if you have the money, please consider donating. It's only $2 a month, and it'll help me in getting better equipment for this channel and college tuition. Blaine the Aussie is signing out. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.